back. Hello, hello, hello.
We're back with the same fight, but for a minute without sound.
After the drama of the last lap, they go into a new lap. Just the two now, battling over the lead. Shame that. I was really looking for the way through. I thought they're done. Do you not think as well?
I think he probably would have had a potential to pass both of them if he had kept it on track, because Micahel and Taskinen are very matched on pace. I mean, look at their last laps, we're in 0.03 of each other. How much that is down to fuel loads, we don't know, but well, obviously we do know because that Ixion car pitted much earlier.
Sound should be back.
If these two start playing amongst each other, it could be another chance for Rouncy to get some of those places back he lost. Well, he's got one back indirectly, but maybe get another one or another one back. Or another one, or another one. And that lead battle is, as far as I can tell, the only real battle at the moment.
Indeed, coming up to 4 hours of this 24-hour race gone, and Merlito getting very close to the back of the Ixion car now.
Almost one IGT race distance gone in the time since that's been said the last time. Oh, Taskinen with a very big lockup on the rears there. Nika couldn't take advantage of it because, well, he had his whole front end full of Ixion cars, so he couldn't get on the power.
You can, but you shouldn't.
You can, and you're going to ram that other guy off, and he's not going to be very pleased, and probably it's going to protest you, which will result in a penalty.
That's why
that's how it usually works.
What we can say about Taskinen, he already passed his first stint. His first stint was just 24 laps.
I think that's probably, I don't know, he must have had some kind of problem with it, fuel related or something. I doubt it was the tyres, because the tyres, I mean, look at they've still got some healthy amount of tread on them after the same amount of laps that he's done previously. So. Bit of traffic ahead, both of them, in form of the LLM Pro car Djordjevic, or Djordjevic.
Nika seems to lose the grip on the front tyres in the chicane.
He's got more temperature in front of it, more tread. especially in the right front. On the right front tire. I think they're probably gonna get lead anyways, just because of going longer. No, I don't think Ixion can make up in one stint what they lost in the last one. Perhaps they can make up like 5, 6, 7 laps. Will require absolute processing of the tires and a massive amount of fuel. Ooh, they go sliding it there. Jakovic joins for Ixion, so that's probably going to be their in-lap. The rules state that the driver should not join on another lap than the in-lap, if possible.
I think Nicky will quite fancy making up a bit of difference here in this next stint against Merlito. I think that's possibly his plan here. Merlito, though, I think should be in the lead quite comfortably by the time the pit stops are out, so it's up to Dakovic to make it up again.
Oh, you almost got very close there to get the draft. No, he's not got a ceiling there.
With Nicky, of course, the faster driver is now entering the car.
Jakovic was indeed the fastest driver. Or so far fastest driver, as in the background there are tyres flying everywhere in the Buffy chicane. Oh, Micahel! Oh, he's lost it, he's lost it!
Gravel, oh dear.
But he's reversing.
Curse the leader strikes again. Now then. Oh no, no!
Whoa!
Almost reversing Atomic Noje. Now then, the curse of the leader almost strikes again. He wasn't quite leading this time, but now. This is going to be very interesting. Now that Dakovic is going to the car, I think Ixion will be feeling quite confident now of maintaining lead for a little longer.
He lost a couple of seconds from that. He lost 2:29.4, so let's say he lost 16 seconds.
Yeah, 15 seconds.
16 seconds.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're so much talking about the leader so much is there is 100 points available for the winner of this race. It's a double points race, double points quadruple. Well, you can't say quadruple length because all the races have different lengths. But it's certainly a very important race for pretty much everyone's championship. Pretty much everyone's championship who at least doesn't already race on a race by race basis, like for example. Ixion, who've had 2 terrible opening rounds in the SZR before switching cars previous to the Wester race. The same goes to Infinity, as far as I know. So these cars are already on a race-by-race basis. They're already racing on a race-by-race basis. There's contact up ahead involving the Pyrus amateur car. What was that all about? That was with Ulrich.
They're battling on position, perchance.
Not sure they are, because I think Ilestalo must be a couple of laps down on them.
They're not.
Yeah, as I said, top points round, very crucial for the championship. You can make or break your season with this. And I think someone's got to break his season with this because everyone wants to make it. Kyoto is coming up to those two. too happy if he loses even more time behind them.
Yeah, that because this. Ooh, that was interesting breaking there from the virus arm car. Well, oh! Crikey, we're only completely caught out by the car letting it through there and almost slid into the draft there.
It's very easily done in that section of the track, the whole second sector basically, or the end of the first one, and the end of the first one even. Certainly going to be very interesting to see how that order pans out after this round of pit stops, because there were a couple of mistakes again this in this hour, and it's going to be very interesting to see who comes out on top. It will be trying to see whether Dakovic is going to lead after this.
Nojek is absolutely flying though at this point. It's just... It's all come together for him again at the moment. It looked good for X before, but now suddenly Nojek is absolutely on a charge at this point. And they've had their issue, or he's had his issue. It's going to be interesting to see what the next driver for Conquest can do, because he's driven the whole race so far, but he's a man that's off the track!
What?
Not quite off the track, on the track now again. But yeah, he's had a phenomenally fun drive, shall we say, so far today. And he's somehow in second place right now.
It's just going to be interesting to see, as I said, where these pit stops are going to put all these different teams, and where the Conquest car is going to come out, because obviously that has a completely different length pit stop.
There's one man who will not give up though, and that's Niki Dakovic. He will push you all the way, and sometimes more. So I do not see him for a second thinking that he couldn't be out in front of this gang of cars after their pit stops. I think he could be pushing as hard as he possibly can.
Yeah, exactly. He's pushing his car as much as he possibly can at the moment.
Flashing his lights. I don't know why he's flashing his lights with nobody in front of him, but still.
The Conquest cars do it in 4 laps or so. They run the stint line they've run originally in every stint, and they should pit around lap 112. Whereas the Inex car, for example, that should pit a bit later, a couple of laps. And Genuine Racing in pits, first car in the top 3 to pit. Hang on the marks, well not quite, but as good as it necessarily has to be. Dashkevich is joining for Conquest, so the contact between 15 and 54 on the straight while lapping. That's not necessary, guys, come on.
It's a bit Ivanov right now. Dakovic comfortably in front of him still.
Yeah, but that was to be expected.
As I said,
Dashkevich has joined us, so we can expect Nordic in now.
this is where it gets interesting from Conquest. Are they at the same pace, or even, even if, I mean, I don't think many people are.
Oh,
it's
it's the wall! It must be massive left. Well, not massive, just lag. But I think they're gonna have to repair that.
You definitely
just
don't
pushed
want to
one bit
give
too
over a
much
car
there.
with such damage.
So it's gone the curse of first place, the curse of second place.
It's the curse of everyone who's on the way up.
Because if everybody could win the race.
Anybody gonna win? I think I don't know. Stuart Baker might win.
Fires might actually still be ahead at this rate. Sort of being consistent and keeping out of trouble and going long stints.
I'm very interested to see whether Conquest is going to repair that damage now, because I wouldn't risk it.
Why is Miralito still in the middle of 58 and 06? Surely they should have got out of the way a long time ago.
Obviously he's not able to pass him, because the gap's not getting smaller. Or he's not very willing to give up the place, you never know. Yeah, Conquest in the pit, that car's in the shape it was again before that off in turn 9, so they're repairing damage. It's going to cost them probably quite a bit of time.
A couple of seconds at least.
I wouldn't be surprised now if, for example, even Jennar goes through. There's Ixion through.
Battle for third in class, okay, no longer. Just say that.
Jennar is through as well. And now, where is Dashkiewicz gonna take that Conquest car? It's already dropped to 6th. It's gonna be passed by the stick reading program car. I think not quite. Certainly a very costly error for Conquest Racing. Left rear puncture car 06 and at the beginning of sector 2 in the sweeping turn, so that's going to be very interesting. I hope he keeps it together through the next corner, because, well, that could end up in a massive disaster. Oh no!
Oh, spin in that corner again.
Not just that, but he went inside with a left rear puncture to let the car through. That could have ended in a massive accident. Next corner should be okay because it's a left-hander. He's got to be extremely careful to recover that one. I think that's the second. It's the second puncture for TR this race. He blows another tyre every time. If he blows his right rear, I think that could well be our first safety car. Because he's not going to get out anywhere with 2 rear punctures. Dakovic going through. Yes, he let him. He's let him just in there. Push chicane, easy. He's doing a very good job of it. He's been very lucky in that bridge corner.
I think he was waken up by the spin.
I think so. Oh, there he goes! Bang into the wall.
I should have said so.
And the second tyre's gone. The second he's got a double rear puncture now. Good job he's not in a Williams, because then he could have a quadruple rear puncture. In theory.
What?
Yeah, there was a Williams with 4 rear wheels.
Wait.
Do you remember? Yeah, there was.
Nice answer. When? Yeah, there was.
Don't know when, but it was. Because it's in the Williams Museum as well. Bit of a contact with the wall, but no harm done. Oh, also got quite a bit of damper damage on that car. I wonder. No, they're not repairing it. That's cost them a lot of aces again. I mean, they've just lost a minute alone from the in-lap.
That damage could be...
Could be making the car handle incredibly beautifully, so I don't know.
Especially now for Tanzkanen.
Always, the thing is, if you have damage like that for a new driver, it's always very hard to get adapted to the car.
I mean, if you committed these crimes to your car, you actually know that it is harmed. And then if you're coming in as a new driver,
Rowdy going on again. So will Mary Road, I guess. And there we go, past Unity. Whether Dakovic will be the eventual leader of this after all the pit stops have been sorted out will be very interesting to see.
Though I must say, if I look at it, Rowdy is through turn 2.
Yeah, he's very far ahead. I think he's not gonna get Rowdy.
No.
But I suspect he'll come past him at some point. I think it'll be within 3.5 seconds. Yeah, I could be completely wrong. I know completely wrong, definitely won't be. Michael Camp off at the Boothie chicane.
We're seeing, in my opinion at least, a surprisingly high amount of punctures today.
Yeah, not only a strange high amount of punctures, also a strange high amount of strange situations.
It's like the race has been cursed by some powers who are like, oh no, we don't want cars. Apparently, Jonathan Palmer takes the blame for everything.
Could I just call it after? Could we not just call it after 5 hours now? That would be a good idea.
I feel reminded of the what is it called? This horrible horror movie.
All right, no.
I don't come to the name. But anyways, tomorrow, so when this race ends, we have the 5-year anniversary for an event run by New Dimension Racing.
I can even tell you what combo it was at.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead.
STDs of Blackwood.
Oh, no way. It wasn't that obvious. And there's somebody timing out. Apparently it was a light-satisfying victory for Evil Pimp, who we all know, well, some who have been here for a while will remember Taha El Aloui, I think is what his name was, wasn't it? Yes. Yes, it was. I think he still is. I believe that Rempty is coming up to lap the 8th place car on 4 hours time at this track in a 24-hour race.
It's not so bad if you consider everything that's happened. Because it already seemed like everyone's in a different race, and they're just happening to be driving on the same track. Also, Rowdy's got a very thin left rear tyre. I wonder how far away his pit stop is. I would bet not not too far, at least.
The last pit stop was just over an hour ago. The current track, at least.
Rowdy stays out for another lap. Okay. He's gonna, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to scare me deliberately. So does Mary Lotto. Oh, now we have Sean Little joining for the 02 Virus car, which is currently right.
That'll be interesting. Sean's normally a little bit quicker than Miro, so it should be quite an interesting next stint. It might not be as easy, or not that easy for Nicky to catch the Virus car, but it should be interesting to see quite the pace difference between Sean and Dakovic. It's going to be very interesting this next stint, and whether Merlito stays in the car for NX as well. You know who's not that far away still, despite his crash earlier? It's Ivanov. He's not that far off as well. So, and he was the man who was absolutely charging in that last stint. So if he could put the laps that he was doing again together, then it's going to be a very, very interesting next stint, I would say.
Next couple of stints.
Dakovic is actually running a bit quicker, but he is a little bit further through than I've in this last stint. 15.5 for Dakovic. He's really got the hammer down for this part of the stint compared to earlier on as well. So this could be interesting, I think, guys.
Tyres flying up the chicane again. Yep, into the pits so the Virus comes.
You know, the most aggressive pit entry there I think I've ever seen was Simon Cattell, when he absolutely charged down there and then braked and got about 3 punctures, I think it was, in a drive-through penalty. Or was it a stop go or something?
He also smacked it.
What was it? What was that? Was that
Apex Cup?
Apex Cup, yes.
Also,
in a fantastic battle. Car turn 5, car turn 5. Oh, there's a car in the gravel at turn 5. Car in the gravel at turn 5. This one could be a safety car where it is.
Oh, it's got a left front puncture. It's Savage 2, as if they, well, as if their second car would have needed more bad luck.
I expect this will be a safety car this time.
The rescue car's going counter course.
Safety car stand by. Safety car stand by.
The rescue car on way to Savage number 2. Very peculiar situation. I hope we can do something about it, otherwise we will have the first caution after roughly 4 hours and 20 minutes.
It's looking good, it's looking good. Yeah.
Rescue cars there now. The job is to get it pushed out, and well, already done. There we go, Savage 2 out of the gravel. That would go to another safety car that's been avoided. So far that's working quite well. course, what we did mention, Mary Lotto is in 4th now, and Sean Litton is in the lead.
So as we thought, virus
safety car resumes standby. Provo's good and head to turn 9. Car 60 is in the turn 9 gravel.
and we've got
Cars coming, cars coming,
again.
no, cars coming.
That corner.
Oh, and the same has just gone off in the back corner, the bridge corner, and it's gonna be a bit harder to get him out from there. And 59 Stratia for Infinity Am almost pins it in the same place.
I think a safety car should have been called for this incident. It was too far
Safety
along
car
the track.
scramble. Safety car scramble.
Yep, safety car is
Car
deployed.
gravel, turn 9. Leader, safety car hold in pit lane. Safety car hold in pit lane.
Yeah, I think a safety car should have been called the first time. It was just too far out, with too many sort of big gravel traps for this to work. It worked the first time because he was able to go backwards around the track, which I'm not in favour of really in any case, but I think a safety car should have been called earlier than this. I know it's a good thing to not have a safety car, but I think it was needed in this case. Looking at Dominik's car, it's not really getting at the gravel, is it, very well? There we go.
But no, because...
No, there's a car coming!
Whoa.
Ooh,
Well, that's Hellenic Racing Team.
Thankfully, Hellenic Racing saw this danger and were able to avoid it.
What is that going to do? Many people's strategies. I mean, we don't have to wave around.
And,
We can
and
be trapped
the
a lap
thing
down
is,
now.
The thing is, they don't lose a further lap because Dominik is the car just in front of the leader.
Tell you this helps. Well, this is going to definitely help. But I don't know if you were actually Ixion, would you go in the pits right now and try and go similar strategies to what everybody else is doing?
Personally, I wouldn't, because they are in a part of the stint where their tyres, when they get back up to temperature, aren't gonna massively overheat, so they're gonna probably be very good. I wouldn't pit now. I would only pit now if I was like, I don't know, let's say 60% for a stint or more. As you can see, not too many drivers are taking the option to pit yet.
Isaac Price coming in, so Inex is going to...
They want to their fastest driver in to make sure they don't lose time. But yeah, Ixion in the pits, Inex in the pits. Conquest are also taking the option to pit.
If you're wondering why we're so silent, we're trying to get another commentator on the server. And yeah, he's got some issues with connecting to it.
So yeah, it's an interesting point to have a safety car 4.5 hours into this 24-hour race. ever safety car in a 24-hour race, guys. This must make us all feel very proud.
It makes me very nervous, to be honest.
The thing is, I felt proud. Oh, Engel comes timing out. Oh no, he's not. Just a big lag.
So Virus lead from Genuine Racing. In third are, I've forgotten their name, number 15, Terra MF.
Terra Mind Factory.
Oh, Ixion did pit. Aha! Now
Yeah.
I did wonder if they would think about doing that. They're fourth, fifth are Inex, who have also pitted, and sixth are Core Racing Pro.
It should be a well, relatively short safety car period for such a long track, thanks to not having the wave around. People like Dakovic or Genuine Racing, they're not in the best of situations. They have lap cars between them and the person ahead for position.
We will be going restart next time around, apparently.
Should just about be enough to get everyone back to where they should be.
There's a back mark of being first
In the queue.
Why isn't the deputy asking for permission? You should know this is an audio event, you don't get permission to chat.
He just wants a haircut, Chris, you know that.
Oh, dumb. Ivanov runs in the back of Oza slightly.
I think he's probably not a very good spot, and he probably knows that. Especially after a rotten day in South Sim Sports 1 or 2 or whichever one they are have had.
Please give wave round rule again, please. Somebody is having some lag issues out there.
Indeed.
It really hasn't done the best of jobs trying to warm up his tyres compared to Ivanov behind him, but there is at least a back marker between the two of them. I suspect if Price can't make it through quickly enough, that Ivanov's going to make a bit of a gap if he can get lead.
Increase back to 80. Safety car increase to 80.
I think Littner's not in the best of situation. He's got fresh tyres, but they're very cold.
Yeah.
You look at the likes of Ivanov and Kresma, they've got much warmer tyres. Just the problem is they're not directly behind the next car for position. Price is also has done the best possible job to keep
Liddon's got them up now, Dom, actually looking at it now. He's starting to get them up now, so he'll hope that he's saved the best till last and he should be able to get them going now.
I think it's probably already too late because he let the core cool down so much, and that's going to change the balance of his car quite significantly.
And some cars having problems with the safety car area, including the number 12, including FMC Sports Pro. So.
I said I'm very interested to see how. Oh dear! Oh no! Hellenic Racing are already down into Hellenic Racing pitted for some reason. Oh no!
That's going to put them miles back.
No, but they're still in
But
ninth.
they're in the lead. What?
Oh no! They've gained a lap on everybody.
They've basically just gained a lap on the entire AM grid.
Well, oh dear. Anyway, let's focus on the restart. Here we go.
And right in for the restart, we've got a very, very familiar voice.
Yeah, no, we'll do the restart, then we'll do a familiar voice.
Okay, then the familiar voice.
Here we go, Liddon. Oza right behind him for Savage Sports, number 56. You've had a terrible day so far. And then Ivanov. Oza needs to keep up for Ivanov's sake. And here we go. Oh, it's a good start from Linden. Absolutely caught the rest of them cold. Ivanov is going to try and get past those as quickly as he can. Green flag is given.
There was a massive counter effect at the back when the Pirates car, the 58 car, had to brake.
Yeah, he hit the brake. I think that's not really... I think
no
as
chance,
per the rules, you're only supposed to brake when you are at a position where to brake.
Yes, it's a grey area that potentially. We'll just have to see what comes of that. But he still, Virus take the lead down into the straight. Virus leading for Genuine Racing are right behind them. Continuous contact for Slashy Hutchinson back in the pack.
They're 3 wide and the whole straight, almost 4 wide, lower down in the top 10. It's amazing. Hellenic Racing Team basically gained a good 3/4 of a lap.
Indeed they did. Lucky.
Oh, big spin! Caught off. Pro 2's off.
Just managed. Oh no! Matonis is off now. Matonis, I think it was. He's in the gravel. Matonis spins off on his own.
Surely he's not getting out of there with the mouse. That's not a reason for a safety car.
Yeah, and also there's now a good gap for a rescue car.
So we'll introduce the familiar voice. Hello there, Michael Passingham, the voice of Lincoln Radio.
Hello, can you all hear me?
No, we
Yes.
Wonderful, hello, how are you all?
We're terrific. How are you? Actually, we've got a battle for the lead.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Ivanov is right down the inside of Linden.
Litton's almost letting him pass. He's shown him which side to go. And I'm not sure what he's trying, because Ivanov's basically almost out of sync, because he's a couple of laps into his stint. Litton's basically just started his. Very surprising, he's just let him through like that in this situation.
I wonder if they're just thinking, well, he's a few laps ahead, we can go a lot longer into the stint, let's just let him go. Because I think now, with that safety car Virus, we're looking at about 5, well, they could almost go for an hour now. Whereas Genuine Racing, I think, will be 45 minutes from here. But anyway,
I'm not quite sure.
Welcome back.
So, yeah, familiar sight. First thing I saw when I joined was a car stuck in the gravel. It's delightful to be back looking at LFS.
Things have not changed, you know, it's still early 2009, Michael, would you believe it?
Yeah, the Scirocco is not months away.
It was months away, yes, months away in the past.
We've got many battles on the lower side of the top 10, not necessarily for position, but a lot of battles against lap cars. Just trying to get around them without losing too much time.
Oh, come past!
Off the track in turn 3.
Campers, yes, Green Angus Racing car, that's had a bit of an excursion. Not too much dirt on the tyres, they're going to go 3 wide through that corner. Please don't do this.
Well, 3 wide.
Ooh, there's a battle coming up that I would like us all to watch, and with gritted teeth. It's Nicky Dakovic, and Isaac Price.
Dashkevich got basically completely out driven there. He's now down into 8th. It wasn't. I think it wasn't even half an hour ago that car was up in 2nd.
Yes.
And Tomek hit the walls. Look, here's Seth Hutchinson trying to unlap himself.
I don't think he's ever been this down in a race.
Not since he was very, very young in the for speed. Now he doesn't even play it.
Lamov got he's completely being swamped by the whole field. Now we've got the same situation as in the first 10 minutes again. Everything's been reset. Oh god, don't try and go 4 wide into the last corner.
Okay, this battle that I want us to focus on is for 4th position, and it's between best of friends Nicky Dakovic and Isaac Price.
Oh, wonderful. I am delighted to see this.
I'm sure we all are. I mean, this is just entertainment that the 24-hour race leads as Isaac Price decides that he needs this at a passage line.
Well, that's locked off by one of your speed hubs. Not one of yours, but one of your favourite
I always said the speed hubs are a good idea there, but nobody ever listened to me.
I don't think it is a very good idea, but well, it's there anyways.
Anyway, so Michael Passingham, how are you, and what have you been up to in your time away from this fun? I think last race you did was probably the 2012 Kyoto 500.
What wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't remember the last race I did. I think it might have been the 2012 Kyoto 500. Yeah, well, in the intervening time, I'm doing a master's in journalism. I'm writing for some websites and stuff like that, and yeah, it's been interesting. I do sometimes keep an eye on LFS, but yeah, not a lot happening in terms of updates and all that. But this is an interesting looking race. Good grid as well. Lots of familiar names. It's nice to see some familiar names still here and still, you know, having fun, which is nice.
Yes, we were discussing early 2009 earlier, and I mentioned that I was only just 18 in early 2009. So, yeah.
You don't sound a day older than you did back then.
Oh, it's great, yeah. Approaching 23, Jesus Christ.
It's good to see the boothie chicane is still a thing as well.
The boothie chicane is magnificent. And it's just a piece of artwork. I mean, it's not like it's gone to his head or anything.
People keep, I keep looking at it and it keeps getting destroyed every time my car goes through it because they just seem to want to hit the tyres.
We've been pretty lenient for this. Basically, if you destroy it, you're fine. Basically, as long as you don't destroy the tyres too many times.
If you destroy it, you're fine. Good attitude.
Yes, it's the only attitude. You're not a dictatorship like Masters of Endurance was.
You mean Masters of Interesting Balance?
Yes. I'm going to love you and leave you all for a little break. Goodbye.
Nicky's close. No, it's closing on Nicky. That way around again.
Yeah, he's sort of stayed the same distance behind him for the last lap or so. He's not making up massive amounts of time anywhere in particular, but it's just a gradual attraction towards him, I think.
The best team so far is still Hellenic Racing Team in 9 because they made a lap on the rest of the field and everyone behind them basically.
Explain how exactly they managed to do that.
There's no wave around. They somehow pitted when they were meant to be in a queue or something. I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
We actually just saw the effect of what they did.
They were just fields there. They're already in the next lap way ahead.
The first thing was Chris saying, "What? Oh shit! Sorry. There's Hellenic Racing in the pit lane losing 3/4 of the lap." Then we found out, oh no, they are gay.
Oh, now Price right on the back bumper.
Yeah, you'll expect him to maybe even have a go into the hairpin if he's feeling a bit daring.
It's gonna be very dangerous. We've seen the XR slide through there all day long.
Ooh, nicely done, but
Nicky's not gonna back this.
Yeah, this is not over.
We're doing these so never.
Driving on the yellow hatching there. It looks, yeah, he's passing too soon. Now he's gonna have to defend.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness me!
Oh no! And it's gone, they're both gone! They're both gone! And Price heavy into the wall! We've had this story just a half a year ago in GT2 World Series at the same place with the same two teams.
That is bonkers. Price is getting a push from Infinity Esports.
Yeah, and this is for position. Don't forget, Infinity Esports. Oh no, it is not. Sorry.
No, Infinity Esports are about No, wait,
A
they're
lap,
not.
they are left behind.
I think they're a lap down. I mistook them for being about 20 laps down, like the Virus AM car, which has been crashed off like 4 times.
So, wasn't there at the beginning of this broadcast the theory that NX could take this race in an easy walk,
Yes.
like in a walk in a
Well,
park?
if you're on pole by 0.6 of a second over the rest of the field, then chances are you're the favourite for the race. However, ever since the end of the first hour, something's happened to them. Something's happened to them. They have technically not been effective leaders ever since, because of various problems relating wheels and drive-throughs, and now a much larger problem called a massive crash in turn 1.
And as of now, your team is leading.
Yeah, but that's happened last race, and I'm not gonna go like, oh god, yeah, we're gonna win this, because I'm cautious. Because anything could happen. So far, everything has happened. Everyone, and you know, what happened the last time? Someone was in the lead by quite a bit.
Yeah. So one lap after this come together of NX and Ixia.
So yeah, Price is going to have to redo all that work that he had done, and he is catching Dakovic at a pretty good rate of knots.
God. I don't want him to catch, because they're both going to be absolutely not so happy.
I think we might have a bit of Groundhog Day going on here. I'm not sure which one is Bill Murray, but you know it's not going to end great. Interestingly, I've forgotten all the buttons to press in LFS and how to do things, so it's difficult to know what's going on. Ah, N, that puts names on people, that's cool.
Yes, indeed.
It's exciting.
It's exciting when you can see who's who. Yeah, I'm already right behind each other right now.
And if you at home don't know who's who, then there's a spotter guide that's really great to distinguish the cars. And also there's a program where there are also many cars shown. And of course the fact that you have got this little tiny images of how the cars look.
So between Isaac Price and Dakovic is the yellow car of is that called? I had that name just a second ago. That's number 68. So that is Conquest. Yeah, between them.
So we have also a battle for second position between Cyprian Program and an Infinity Esports Amateur. Obviously, otherwise it would be an AMPA. We are probably wondering where the hell first place has gone.
Well, they're still on the same lap, but...
Still on the same lap, but not really close.
Because the first place car of amateurs just is in the hairpin and now in the final chicane. Just to give you an impression.
I don't think I've actually ever seen Infinity Am this high up in a race, because usually they've been crashed out by this point. They've had absolutely rotten luck in the first 3 races, with spins, being collected after spins, being spun, and then being crashed to after being spun. Mainly. Well, I think didn't have a timeout, although I wouldn't bet on it, I'm probably wrong.
What I can remember is that they have a spin, which is causing a puncture, which is causing a spin. That was on West Hill.
Yes, but that's a bit more normal, because punctures usually mean you don't have a lot of grip. Borzos, most of these cars are right at the start of the stint. Borzos is a new driver who just switched into the SVP car during the safety car period. And they're getting blue flag by, I think, Christian Kistner, who's actually 6th. So it's like everywhere, everyone is everywhere. Gotta try and go by them somehow.
The Kistner had the advantage of the safety car period. On the restart he gained a couple of positions. Most notably the Conquest car.
Which Conquest car?
The Procon.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
Kistner taking the speed bump approach.
It's worked for him.
They might as well just extend the track, like have a sort of joker lap where you're allowed to do that, because it seems like everyone likes to do it every now and then. A little treat.
Didn't have it before the safety car, now everyone's on fire again.
So yeah, you're currently looking at the Infinity Esports machine, being driven by Stratlev, and yeah, he's being followed by quite a lot of cars actually. It's a nice train going on.
Yeah, we had this in the race after the start. Everyone was absolutely turned up to 11. And unfortunately, a lot of incidents resulted from it. We had cars having incidents they would have never had on their own. We had cars going off on straights and spinning and being collected by others. A bit calmer now because the train's a bit shorter, but yeah, certainly. And he's being passed now by Tanskan and the TR Pro, who've already had their fair share of tyre failures. Oh, and he slides off! Whoa.
Oh, he hits a tyre as well. Brilliant shot. Just rolling down the road. That was nice. I'm not entirely sure how he actually got the car slowed down there.
Massive opposite mob. And that's another place for Core. They're still on that recovery drive from their puncture and their sandpit adventures.
Meanwhile, Isaac Price gained 1.5 seconds on Mickey Ducklich.
Very surprised by it, because he's actually got a bit of damage in the left front camber and the left front, well, suspension in general. Probably not handling too great. Wheel is quite a bit off centre.
Within a few corners, he's already at the back of the bumper of Nicky.
If I'm not wrong, Nicky's gonna have massive flat spots on that set of tyres.
The only good thing in it is you've got infinite amounts of tyres.
So in the blue corner, it's Dakovic, and in the other blue corner, it's Price, and they're going for round 2. And I'm wondering if it's going to happen in the same place as last time.
Round 1 was a knockout, really.
Yes, plenty of skid marks were left.
Plenty of the panels were left bent.
Yeah, no one wants to throw in the towel this one, and of course, yeah, Price he repeats his move from the last time around. He hits the chicane, takes it out once again. Marshall's down there, obviously kept very busy, teleporting the items back to where they're supposed to be. It's magic.
Well, at least you don't have crazy spinning obstacles like in R-Factor and some mods. I remember a broadcast of Clio Cup race, and on that one some of the advertisement thingies were kicked off track, and for the rest of the broadcast it was well, spinning around itself because it got some bug in it.
It's the last thing you want. So Price didn't go for it this time around because he wasn't quite close enough, but I think he will stick to the back of Dakovic for the rest of this lap until he finds a good opportunity to pass, or maybe he'll just go for the most ridiculous opportunity. Who knows?
Just a bridge call.
Also known as that corner, but maybe.
It's that corner. It's the only corner that's called that. I don't think there's any corner called after a word.
Especially after such an abstract word.
Whoa, you run right in the draft there. Whoa, whoa.
I forgot how significant the dirty air in this game was, especially through a corner. That was really noticeable. He really had to back off. And yeah, he lost a bunch of time, and he probably won't catch up before the end of the lap now.
The problem is some people have the talent to catch the draft in the wrong places of the track.
Yes, also a kind of battle for second place between Lytton and Kresma, I just noticed. It's Team Virus and Terra Mind Factory Pro, number 02 and 15 respectively.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to resolve it or start to be to come together at the end of this straight, because Kresma has a nice bit of slipstream, and he'll slowly work his way up to the rear of Lytton in second position.
He's getting it too late, you know. Getting it now, but just too late unless he's Senna and. Oh no!
Now he's lost all of that.
Just ruined it.
Yeah, he got too close. Didn't decide quick enough whether he was going to do it or not, and the indecisiveness has cost him a few seconds, and it'll probably take again half a lap for him to catch back up again.
Very weird, Alex, that on this track we are finally seeing a number of different SLR tracks up the front of the field, because the first two rounds especially, or well, not the first two, but actually yes, the first three to be honest, it was always just one team that kind of managed it, and well, average result, but never been able to challenge any of the XRs, and today is completely different. Not sure if it's the track, well it might be the track, because it's still a track where turning is quite important, and the SLR is very good in the corners.
And Price is going to try going the out. No, he's not going to do that. That's insane. But yeah, Dakovic still ahead. Now again, Price lost some time because he wasn't able to do anything in that breach corner.
But he did a very good job. Thought he would run massively wide again, but he did a very good job. He lost as little time as possible around there.
His car looks like it's had a bite taken out of the front left.
It's not the first time that happened today. Well, not with that car, but with numerous cars. I think he's going to repair and then stop, because that toe damage on the left front it's just going to make the car feel like it's driving on eggs.
There's a little bit of oh, I thought he spun there, but that was lag. There's the toe damage looks minor, but is that all it needs in this car?
It's all it needs, yeah. It's just if your wheel's off center, then it's all it needs. Although it seems he's coping with it better than if it was rear toe damage. Because if you have rear toe damage in one direction, corners which go left, for example, your car will honestly like hell, and then the corners that are right-handers, the car will be like it's got passive rear wheel steering.
Looks like he's Price lost time pretty much through the rest of the lap after that failed attempt up at Bridge, but he's really good through the first corner, although he lost it.
Yeah, so much about commentator's curse again.
Yeah, I might just never comment on anyone's driving skill again. And we have a new personal best. It's always nice to see. Always nice to see those. It's always good when you see loads of personal bests because it means that no one's done any practice whatsoever.
Ooh, but, Kevin Loy getting through lower down in the field in the Green Angus racing car against Tanskanen, 66 versus 6. Kevin Loy obviously the pro driver in that car. Now he's right on the back bump of the stick reading program entry, or one of those, the AM edition.
It's funny to see Loy in an AM car because he's definitely someone you wouldn't consider an AM. He just yeah, he's pretty good in most of the stuff he drives, especially the LX cars. He loves those.
The rule is you can have one pro driver on your team roster, and that driver is limited to 33.33% of the race distance.
And now we've got the battle first map side by side with Lydon. And he's
through. It's gonna be a matter whether Sean will dive. No, instead Creswell will dive on air and lose the place again.
Yeah, he'd already completed the pass, but then tried to do it again with himself, and yes, he allowed Lydon back through, and that the battle resets itself. Lydon still in second position for Virez. Not for long though.
One FZR, that car's got very good top speed, but I wonder whether he's just made that move too soon.
He's going to have to do the outside. That is impressive.
Oh, and he's, well, basically that's always oh, Lydon is off! Oh, God! Almost.
That was
was at least enough off to lose a ton of momentum.
Yeah, it was a great move around the outside. He really managed to get that car turned in, but then just lost it on the exit because obviously
as
the line
predicted,
differed.
Kevin Loy has passed the cars he was behind of. Well, he's at least in 12th now, which means he's the third in class. And I'm expecting to be closing up to Stratiev in the Infinity car rather quickly. Usually he's not slow in car. However, as I said, second place for the AM teams is the most they can hope for at the moment because Nesteras is, I don't know, I think he's wondering where everyone's gone.
So are we at the point now in LFS, considering this set of physics has been around for a long time? I know there was a lot of balancing work going on over, well, several years. Are we at the point where really we do look like we have a balanced set of GTR cars, or how are things looking? Not at all.
GT2, yes. GT1, no. Have been, I wouldn't say it's 100% on, but there have been a lot of complaints about balancing a lot of team switching cars after round 1 or round 2. Yeah.
Daskovitz going around the outside of Christian Kistner. Ooh, nearly touching in the middle of the dogleg of the straight as they go into the Boothie chicane, and they're still side by side.
Oh, they're running each other out of track.
Kistner got that one.
He kept it together with what he had, which was no road, a bit of gravel.
Price is about to make a pass on Dakovic.
Oh, please not again. Please don't be side by side again in that King. We've had that already.
Yeah, it's the identical move as before. Dakovic going to the inside this time. Is he going to try and do it?
He's going to dive.
Someone's
no.
Yeah, that was wise thinking from Dakovic. Someone had to
He's
get out.
got the draft, and he's got the draft again. He's going to pass on the back straight.
Yeah, he'll have to time it well. Oh, dear, this is going to be interesting.
Unless the Price really dives. For now, yeah. Whoa, big grip from Nicky. He got up on the curb there.
Yeah, one thing is to pass, then you have to get round the corner, and Dakovic just about managed. And Price is having all kinds of problems with grip levels here.
I think it's pretty much the damage. The damage is just making the car feel like it's driving on mashed potatoes.
It works like a potato. That's a second.
Yes!
That's the second food metaphor we've had in the last 10 minutes or so. It was driving on eggs before, but now it's progressed into mashed potato territory.
Be scrambled egg. Yeah, those two are not giving up. They have a history with each other.
What is the history for those of us who have not...
They're not known to be making no contact when they're racing each other in various races over the last couple of years. It's the polite way of putting it.
It's all a bit of fun, really.
Not really, I would say I would use the word argument again to say it in a polite way.
Clash of egos, bringing it out onto the track.
And opinions.
Yes, Dakovic absolutely drifts it round the final corner and had to jump over the
That's his
strips.
favourite spot so far. He's already done that like 5 times in the race.
And Price is going to have another go at him.
Please don't delay it till that kink again.
This is a great battle. Now Price, here we go. Price is waiting. He doesn't want to pass too early. That was sensible. He's going on the left-hand side. He wasn't
Almost
expecting
a
that.
Schumacher Barrichello move.
Yeah, and yeah, I think Dakovic again is just waiting for Price possibly to make a mistake. But Price has got round the corner.
He has gone wide.
Yeah, lost momentum
Not
again.
wide enough this time. It's just a couple of meters missing this time to get the draft back.
Yeah. I mean, all of this is pretty much elementary, because there's still, how many hours? 7? I can't even count. 19 hours to go.
Almost 19 hours, yes. No one's told these people this is a 24-hour race.
It's like, yes, they're treating every lap as if it's their last, which is good. It's good they're not...
ITCC.
Exactly. Oh, ITCC, what a series that was.
Closed up to the back of the car has Kevin Lloyd to the 59 Infiniti AM car of Sortia for 11th overall, second in AM. It is technically the lead AM because Hellenic Racing Team is driving now in their own class, which is we're the M class that is higher than the AM class because we're a mile away. They have no idea how. Still not a clue. Yeah, it's the Pro-Am class. He's got the SRO spec class. This is.
Okay, I'm now going to do researches.
So if it's SRO specs, I mean the series is going to get shut down and shortened.
No, that means that the cars are too expensive, there are no spare parts, no one's making any new ones, which means we're switching to GT3s, which means we'll have a 13-car grid and all the international events cancelled before the championship ends, and it's actually not such a big deal because they were good races anyways. I think I've summed up the MA GT1 World Championship.
You've solved all their problems. Yeah, it's interesting that SRO also runs the British F3 series, and that has also found itself in trouble.
Which has an entirety of 4 rounds.
Yeah.
All very good round on the tracks, but only 4 rounds.
It's not really a championship anymore. It's just sort of a mini series.
No, it's not the championship. It's I don't know. I think that doing all the races is going to take less time than saying the name of the championship because it's the Cooper Tires British Formula 3 International Series. It already takes time than 3 F3 races, 4 F3 races even.
But I think that's the general struggle
we have
as class.
We have a battle for second position in the Pro class. Lyddon and Kresma side by side. Lyddon in the blue, Kresma in the green. Lyddon just stayed ahead there.
Kresma!
Yeah, Kresma got caught out in the dirty air again, and he was unable to take advantage.
So we're gonna have a new leader at the end of the lap, it seems. Ivanov's coming into the pits this way around. Heideman's joined to take over from him.
Oh yeah, this is true. Lyddon running a little bit wide as they head on to the back straight, and the FZR of Kresma got a lot more momentum as they head into the oval section.
Definitely a draft.
And they're going to go side by side through the dog leg. Kresma going to the outside, on the inside for the actual chicane.
Lyddon brakes much later. Oh, contact! And it's left Lyddon off worse, so that's that move made again.
Lyddon uses the horn, the realistic horn there on his car, because obviously all GT cars have horns, you know, just to make sure.
Well, they have indicators, mate.
Some of them have CD players.
That's only GT4s. GT4s often have the shopping from last weekend in the boot.
Is that what the 15 kilograms of ballast is?
Yeah. That's how SRO balances the cars. You've
got to do Stefan Rattel's shopping, yeah.
Talking about GT4, that's, I think, on a bit of a comeback, because it was basically dead about 20 minutes after it's been invented.
I wonder if we'll ever get to the point in Live for Speed where there'll be paid drivers just to keep people going.
I wouldn't bet against it. Although I think that's more likely in other things, because this sim, there's no money in it, really. At least not at the moment. I mean, there were huge prizes for many leagues. I mean, ESL, Intel Pro Series, or whatever it was, Intel F1 Series, I don't know. Some F1 race related to ESL, Intel was involved. You could win a 1-year-old M6.
Oh, Lyddon goes off into the gravel, he's got to keep it out!
Whoa, he's not a puncher, so... Whoa, don't spin a ball!
Oh, wow. That was so close.
He almost taken out his teammate. He almost taken out the M version of the virus, who already had a dreadful day and managed to lose 2 laps in half a lap.
He's dropped down to 4th position now, Lyddon. That was an interesting error. It wasn't down to any kind of drafting or tyres, it was just a mistake, but he kept it going and, yeah, just about managed not to have an enormous accident.
So I think this lap is going to be the lap where Jenna comes in, because they didn't come in last time round. And all the kerfuffle that's happened behind them, plus them already being parked for a stint before the safety car, I think it's actually, they've played it out perfectly. Look at the gap between them and Kresma, and that's, well, pretty big gap.
In the pits, Ivanov for Genuine Racing, and yeah, there will be a change of lead. So he goes at 50 miles an hour, pit lane speed limit.
Kresma is coming through. I can't believe, what means I can't believe? I can't remember the last time I've seen Terra manufacture a leader.
Sorry to interrupt you there. Ivanov missed his pit box. He had all the pit boxes in the world to choose from, chose box 29 and overshot, and then had to reverse into it.
Could be worse, you could choose box 30 and overshoot it.
Should have chosen box 1, would have given 29 other options just in case.
Obviously they're going to drop down the field quite a bit now, but then so is everyone else once they're going to pit.
So what are we looking at in terms of strategy here? How many times are they expecting to pit?
Well, how many times? I don't know. I would say definitely over 20 for pretty much everyone, or about 20. 20 I think is the minimum that you can do in a race. That's, well, long where you can stretch stint but still have safety cars like we had earlier. I don't know, most people are doing just over an hour. We've got some teams doing massive amount of laps, going like 4 or 5 laps longer, being able to do 1 hour 12 almost. like the 12 Infinity car, for example.
Do you think our team is going for a fuel saving to compromise between speed and hits?
No, they're just going to go flat out as long as the tyres last. So that's the way it's been in the last 3 years in LFS.
Yeah.
If in doubt, flat out.
If in doubt, flat out, but don't get flat tyres, which often happens.
It's been a bit of a theme today. Like, everything that could go wrong in a race has gone wrong for so many teams. It was almost unbelievable, because it's like all the bad luck they didn't have in the last round they had today, and then up to 100% more offered. Like, we had, I think, two or three of the top AM cars spun and dead last after lap 1. We had a drive-through for Inex and a spin in the last corner. We had timeouts for Conquest in a very peculiar place. We've had Virus and 58 lose 2 laps within basically a third of a lap by first getting beached in the last corner and then being punted off in the second braking zone and then being beached there. They lost basically 5 minutes from that, which is over 2 laps. It's very mixed up. Everyone who's been in the lead today has had some kind of problem.
Tommy Usgaard about to take over in the number 6 machine as Tanskanen comes into the pits. Number 6 way down in 14th on the track.
They've also had various problems. I think they had a left front puncture, and then earlier they had a double right rear puncture. What's a double rear puncture?
Is that from? I'm assuming they must have lit up the tyres by spinning, or how do they manage that?
Well, basically they got puncture. And then trying to recover from the pits, they got a second one. They went careering in the wall, and I think I'm not sure whether they repaired damage then. I'm pretty sure they didn't, because they're doing it now.
Usgaard heading out of the pits in the Team Rock racing car.
And now in 16th overall, or something like that, probably 17th, because I think somewhere in between all of those, between 1st and 16th, is the Infinity Pro car.
So we have 18 hours and a lot, sort of 18 hours and 40 minutes-ish to go. Terra Mind Factory leading, Inex is second, Virus is third.
And we have a car off, number 62 off in back corner, just after the bridge turn. They've just recovered. Seem to have not been to the pits that long ago. Judging from the tyres.
Yeah, now they've got to work through a bit of overheating on the left rear. They must have just hit the curb on the inside, or maybe they just overcooked it.
I didn't have to pick off. It doesn't look like they have massive damage from anything.
So, in the time that I've been away from Live for Speed, there's been some changes in the net code just to make things more reliable. How's that? Is that been very good for endurance races like this? Has there been a lot less time out?
Well, I would say there are many good things, but also some disadvantages. For example, it takes longer to time out now by the net code, but well, obviously, if you have just a short drop and you can come back, you won't lose connection. But that if you're on your own, you do time out, it takes longer to get back. I thought lag crashes are generally reduced, but when they're happening, they're not very nice, and mostly happen in a very big fashion.
Okay, yes. Oh, and yeah, there's Isaac Price is he's gradually working his way back to the rear of Kresma, who's the leader going to the pits. Yep, my factory going to the pits, so leaders are now in X.
Tyres have had it. Get a drive through. Jesus. Price going on. It will be very interesting to see. I expect him to repair damage because I can't believe that car's driving at its best pace. Which I'm not saying the truth because he just did the fastest lap, or his fastest lap at least. That shows how much I know, but I would still repair it.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Because of the fact that his wheel is 10 degrees off center to the left.
Maybe the damage has improved the setup.
I'm not a fan of that theory, certainly not with toe damage.
Sometimes, back in when I was driving in races like this, sometimes I would damage the car in a way that would improve it, but I think that's because I'm a horrifically bad driver, and so if I had to pit and I made repairs, I'd kind of almost want to crash my car again just to make it better again. That shouldn't be how it is, but it's quite fun.
It's not like an iRacing when you touch a curb, your left front suspension goes through the roof.
Felipe Massa style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
Hungary.
I see what you mean.
Not Hungary. India.
Yeah. Or it's Toyota F1 style in Canada 08.
Oh, you're going back a long way there.
Or it is China with Toro Rosso.
Oh no, it's not happening on the braking. I don't know why they sent him out in a clown's car. It just explodes when you go on the brake pedal. I
have the theory that they accidentally used the showroom cars.
Perhaps. Or they used the HRT suspension.
No, HRT used the suspension of Toro Rosso.
I thought they used the suspension of GP2 car.
I thought they just found their bits in a skip.
They found it in a skip in the back yard from the Lara in 2010 at least. I mean, the Lara had a pretty good deal. They got to test their GP2 car 1 year for free. They got paid for it.
And it looks like we might even see the car back again in the hands of someone else. It would maybe.
Oh god. But what, this time with brakes that don't explode and steering racks that work?
Well, it's not confirmed as to whether they have got the brakes
because
there.
If people say F1 is really complicated, well, I don't know any road cars that can't brake or steer.
Concentrating on other areas, like making sure the car moves forward and doesn't fall outside the 107% rule.
That's never going to happen.
So
maybe the new Scorpion team makes it.
You can bring in a wind of change.
Should we introduce ourselves to those those viewers who may have just joined us?
I don't think. I think the 131 viewers we currently have are all the way since the beginning of the race here.
Heard a lot of screaming already. Really hope Price repairs the car, just because it doesn't even look nice. Come on. And Dakovic right on the back of Lydon for second place.
Oh yeah, he is indeed. Yeah, I forgot about that. Dakovic slowly heading to the back of him. He might get into the slipstream if he does this final corner well. He might get into the slipstream, and attempt a
Both did
pass.
it pretty well, just as I said, Nick does it wrong.
If you're watching on, well, we have a great page on foxracing.info/stream, which has this stream, the chat, the tracker, and a top-down map and a spotter's guide as well. Foxracing.info/stream for all your needs of everything. Well, related to this race.
Oh, a little massive slide. That's what you call it.
Yeah, he's lost
turn one.
He's lost a lot of momentum, and Dakovic may have a go into the hairpin, although it would not be wise.
Pretty much on the same strategy. Well, not on the same strategy, but they both pitted on the safety car. So that is actually a battle, not just two cars that happen to be on the same part of the track at this moment in time.
I just noticed that a graphic pops up on the stream that put our names on the screen. That was nice. So thank you to whoever is doing the stream. It looks very nice looking stream. Like, since I've been away, streaming video in LFS has got so much better. Like, when I was doing it, we'd have a auto-refreshing Firefox page sitting on top of LFS, refreshing whenever we wanted to put a different bit graphic on, and now it's got a blooming ticker and everything. It's amazing. You've never had it so good.
Yeah, also thanks to the improved streaming technologies.
Jonathan Palmer, race director, reminding me that he made all the graphics, so props to him. And so obviously congrats to everyone involved on the 5th year of New Dimension racing events. It's a very impressive 5 years. Started off interestingly, but as you've gone on, they've really mastered the art of organising a well put together racing event.
Very interesting to see whether Sean actually has problems pulling away on the straights, or whether they're pretty much level, because they look like Dakovic, well, they're pretty much dead heat on the straights, top speed wise, so it's not bad. It's not going to happen through that, it's going to happen through something else.
Dakovic has that car really nicely dialed in. He's managing to drift it through the corners right on the edge, but keeping it on track.
Oh,
not on track.
Mistake, and there we go, Dakovic through.
That was a lot easier than he was expecting, I think.
I think he wasn't expecting it there.
Quite.
Oh, don't take your teammate off.
Linen in Team Verez, just to remind you, he had a mistake earlier as well. He's had a bit of an interesting last few laps. He's been in the gravel and on the grass, and it's cost him quite a lot of time, and he's down in 3rd, and he's yet to pit in this particular pit stop window.
It's to reset the pit stop window anyways for many of the teams, because they pitted on the safety car. Wow, Terra Mind Factory has actually managed to drop behind Nesteras in the 69 FXR, who are the AM class leaders. Now they're somehow actually together with a car that's full position. I bet they're not even used to that anymore. They were miles out on their own for the last 20 minutes.
I've watched the replay, and actually they've been in the position right at the beginning of the caution.
Basically they were just there, and after a restart they were still there, and everyone else was gone.
No, they actually gained a lot of time during the time just before the caution.
Whatever they've done, it's worked for them.
Yeah, truly.
Price is in the pits. from the lead with Inex. He's
And
dropping
he
down.
has fixed damage, yeah, you can clearly see it by the fact that the front of the car looks like a car again, not like a snowplow.
That's a good analogy. So Dakovic takes the lead for Ixion as a result of that, but he obviously will come to the pits relatively sharpish. Who do we have? Yes, in fact, Taskinen just joined the server, so we'll be seeing Dakovic in the next lap or two. Lidden's still out there, and no sign of anyone coming in to replace him. But again, as he said, after pitting it under the safety car, they have a while to go.
I think he's only done one stint now. He's actually not driven before in this race.
Yeah, right.
So I expect him to stay in the car for the next stint.
Oh yes, of course. I did neglect to think that yes, drivers are capable of driving for more than an hour at a time.
Not like a long power endurance. Oh no, wait, you are allowed to drive for more than an hour, but you're not allowed to drive your car for more than 65 minutes at a time because of balancing reasons.
So far, the longest stint a virus car made was a 29 lap stint. This is the lap he's currently on.
Oh, so we can... Well, yeah, his tyres have had the best already. It's very thin on the left rear especially. We could probably expect them in both at the same time.
Yep, Dakovic is in.
Litten stays out, so they're gonna try and stretch things a bit.
I'm not sure if everyone's been doing this, but Dakovic just did the most bonkers pit entry I've ever seen. Like
Everyone's been doing this.
Yeah,
it's great to watch.
I would never dare to do that. I would smash that straight into the wall every time. But that's why I'm not out there right now, because I'm useless.
I don't know. In practice, I managed to do like millimeter off the three walls, and then almost sped in the back. The only reason I didn't speed was because I locked the rears on braking for the line. Yeah, there are various possibilities of entering the pit lane. Some more spectacular than others.
See if someone can like jump over the wall, perhaps. They could have put a ramp up there, I guess.
Do that. Don't give certain people ideas. That's like Bernie Eccleston idea.
Yeah, sprinklers on the circuit, ramps into the pit lane.
Shortcuts, medals.
And you have to give Eccleston a £5 note every time you go past him as well.
Isn't that what they're doing already?
Yeah, a bit more than £5 as well.
They're gonna... I don't know, what is the fee? You've got the base entry fee of 500,000 money. Some money, I don't know if it's dollars or euros or something. And then you've got to pay an extra fee for each point you score. And I think Red Bull ended up paying $231 million for an entry fee.
Wait, what? They pay for the... what?
Yes!
I've never heard that before. They pay for the points they score. I thought they got paid based on where they finished in the championship.
No, they have to pay the entry fee. And they have to pay more for each point they scored in the last season.
So for HRT,
HRT would have had to pay 500,000 quid. They didn't even have that, which shows how well, they didn't have anything really anymore. They didn't have an aero design department. They didn't even have spare parts. I think they probably even nicked their tires off the back of the lorry.
Yeah, just unfortunate. Yeah, and like you're looking at $60+ million a year for a competitive team to be budgeting. HRT weren't really on anything like that.
HRT, when they signed up to F1 was when I think, well, when it was Campos Meter, I think.
Yes.
And it was the agreement was there would be a budget cap of 40 million quid, and Red Bull are said to have spent 10 times that in the last season.
They kind of got a bit screwed over by that because it was looking like we were going to get budget caps, but it never It never happened.
Never happened, no. But what also would have never happened without the standardized engine rules is Red Bull, because in 10 years ago, even, customer team would never give their latest up-to-date engines with the most power to customer teams. They would always give them older engines, which were good, but nowhere near as good as theirs. Think of Ferrari and Sauber, for example. The Sauber engines were always about 3/4 of a year behind in development.
Okay. Speaking of Sauber, they launched their car today. It looks almost identical to the HRT from 2010.
Yeah, except that it looks better, and it's probably going to be better.
Yes.
The best thing is, I was so shocked about not seeing any sponsored logos, and then I checked last year's car, and oh no, wait, it's exactly the same ones. So my concern was of no reason, actually.
Well, Mercedes were doing their launch today as well, weren't they? But
When they launched their car on the web, they're going to officially launch it on Monday.
yeah, and there was a big problem as well. The entire website crashed.
Well, can happen.
It was like there had to be a certain amount of tweets sent with the hashtag whatever the launch was, and in order and once a certain amount of tweets had been sent, the garage door would open on the website and you would see the car, but it didn't work at all. I didn't actually end up seeing the car yet, so I might go have a look. But you are still actually watching this GT1 World Series 24-hour race, but we're discussing Formula 1 because why not? And leaders currently Virez, Genuine Racing in second, Ixion in third, Terramide Factory fourth.
There's actually a battle between 12 and 21. Normie Kiss, who has somehow appeared again in the last race from God knows where, and top for Infinity Esports.
Both Hungarian drivers here having a battle for national pride, not for the major positions.
They are actually fighting for 7th.
Yeah.
Still not bad. 7th.
Yeah, it's not. No, oh, it's that's certainly worth a nod. Nobby kissed the car ahead, the FZR, and Toff behind in the green Infinity Esports XRR.
I don't think there's ever been so much discussion about the balancing as with this league.
At least it is not like in the virtual racing and the Masters, where the drivability is balanced.
What?
Yeah, the balancing actually is made that way that the harder cars have an advantage over the easier to drive cars.
I wouldn't say necessarily any of these cars are very easy to drive.
I always loved to drive the XRR. There was just something about it, even though it was really challenging.
That's a drive-through for a team that's had well, a fun day so far. And they've got a puncture. Car 74 has got a right front puncture in an FXR.
He realises. Oh, he does realise. Yes, he's.
And he's also gonna get a drive-through after. Oh no, he's got a double front puncture.
He's four-wheel drive, so he got out the gravel nicely, but well, really he's only two-wheel drive. Oh my goodness me! Rodriguez just had to take avoiding action.
Sometimes I think these people are only doing that to get me upset, well, not upset, but to get a heart attack. Oh god!
Oh,
so that's a new way of understeer.
So you're looking at the 74 car, who is the Merida Racing team, and the wheel is Varga. And he's just about going to make it back. Don't know how he's going to negotiate the pit lane entry. It'll be interesting for him. But yes, and also he'll get a what kind of penalty for chat?
Drive-through.
Drive-through. Wow.
It's got a wow. I thought he was going to go straight into that wall in a David Coulthard fashion, like at what race was it? 1999 European Grand Prix, where he went off. and he just nudged the wall, going like 2 kph. It was ridiculous, and he was still out of the race. He couldn't get out from there, obviously.
It was an interesting jump here when the proper tyres appeared.
So we're just 5 hours 40 down. Still leading.
It's only a quarter off the race. No, that's not even true. That's not even a quarter off the race.
No, not quite.
For some reason I thought it was a 20-hour race. God knows why.
In about 20 minutes, we'll be a quarter of the race. Genuine Racing still leading. Their XRR, Ixion in second, Virez in third in the Pro class. In the AM class, Hellenic Racing Team, followed by the Stig Breeding Program Team. Brilliant team name. And Green Angus Racing third.
Well, the GT2 World Series, that team in one way or another was around under the name Bazinga.
Oh no. That's not cool.
I don't know, I was the only one who didn't get it. But left out. And now at least I get it. Apparently they're secretly producing a different color range of sticks. At least judging from their skin.
Maybe like Power Rangers.
God, no.
The stick arm.
So our closest battle in the in the Pro class is Lydon and Schneider's. That's Virez versus Mind Factory, third and fourth. And Schneider's is... Sorry, am I mispronouncing his name? Schneider's. Sorry.
Right.
Yes, I didn't read the I in the right way.
Oh, I wonder actually whether... Did Lydon have a slow exit there? Because if he had a good last corner, then that car is not very fast on the straight. He was easily outdriven by that FZR behind him.
Yeah, I didn't see the exit to the corner.
Nor did I, but
at this point, hopefully he doesn't have engine damage.
Oh well, a quarter through a race in a race where you can't shift P is, yeah, you're gonna suffer when you have engine damage.
Yeah, I think he's okay. I think he may have just got a poor exit on that corner. Yeah, Schneider's is, as I said, yeah, Terra Mind Factory, FZR. They pitted relatively recently.
I think the FZR is actually limited to 28 laps because of fuel. Wouldn't be surprised. I'm pretty sure actually.
It's because it has a CD player on board. It makes it very, very heavy.
And climate control and the wood.
Yeah. Oh, and Stefan Rattel shopping as well.
Exactly. It's got 15 kilos of Stefan Rattel shopping, and it's also got a straw in the engine to breathe through.
It looks like Lydon is certainly going at a reasonable speed, although it's hard to tell, but Schneider's is catching him ever so slightly
catching
on the
him on the straights, definitely. At the very end of the straight, he's always faster. Whoa, there's a tyre there. Who left that there?
Lydon got a terrible exit, ran wide. He's having some grip issues once again, and Schneider's is definitely going to make an attempt, possibly even into this hairpin.
There we go. Is he gonna get it stopped? Pretty much so. Is he gonna get on the power? Yes. Can't do anything about naturally aspirated engines out of there, but Lydon stayed close enough behind.
Yeah, he may. Let's see if Lydon. I reckon he'll hold off going past him right until the end of the straight. If he passes him now, it will be too soon. But he's going to go anyway and makes contact.
That was unnecessary.
The track is about 10 meters wide.
He chooses to make it about 4 meters wide.
Lydon gets back through again, so we're back to square one, and he got a good exit out of turn one as well. But yeah, that contact was certainly not necessary. But yeah, I guess he just wanted to make sure he was as close to the inside as possible.
It's just every time I see it, since the GT2 World Series race, with that incident between one of the Inex cars and Ixion, I'm always scared when there's contact on this straight, at least. We've seen it earlier, what can happen. It's really great when you're in the middle of a race and Java wants to update, great.
Got to keep your Java up to date, it's very important, so take your time.
It's just annoying. Java, Flash player, all annoying.
Let's not slag off Flash Player too much, because our viewers are watching on Flash Player.
Yes, I mean it's good, but random Flash Player plugin crashes, come on, they're not necessary. I'm sure everyone's experienced them before. Suddenly, oh, the Flash Player plugin has crashed. Please reload your page.
Yeah, little sad face as well. Lydon, ooh, okay, so Schneiders took an odd line into the movie chicane, and it looked like almost he put a bit of handbrake on, but I don't think he did, but he got a big slide on entry, and he actually got him through the corner quite well, as Lydon made a little mistake into the chicane himself, and...
Depends on the exit he gets. Now, it would be very funny if Lydon loses the place because of his teammate who's miles behind.
So, yeah, Lydon is about to go past his teammate. Hopefully he'll let him pass easily.
Double draft for the Terra car.
Really? 3 wide?
270, braking. Okay, job done.
Oh, nearly got hit up the rear. Lydon nearly got hit up the rear by his teammate because he got such a poor exit out of turn 1. And I think that's the last we'll see of Schneiders in this battle, because he is well and truly got away. And yeah, used that double draft to maximum effect.
I would have liked to just remove the rev limiter there for a bit, just to gain more speed.
Yeah, that was DRS style speed boost.
All of that overtakes the DRS style.
Schneiders' next target is going to be 2nd position. He's now in 3rd for...
But we missed that Toff got around Norby Kiss, I think, or whatever, that way around anyways. I think Norby Kiss was in front and now he's 8th.
Yes.
On the tracker, which is obviously showing the correct positions and LFS isn't. Very lucky Infinity to have a timeout in the very early stages of the lap and could come back just in time to not lose a lap. So, well, they're on a way back up now.
Dominik is kind of catching Toth again though as they head on to the...
they're not really separating, that was the case before. They're not different, there's no real pace difference, you know, it just depends on... Oh, guy in front of makes a mistake, position changes. Guy in front makes a mistake again, positions change back. I'm not sure what it is with words and me today. Positions, investigating.
Made up your own language.
It's always handy. It's just not very good with communicating for communicating with others.
Don't listen to this song.
Schneiders in 3rd position in the pro classes. He is. It looks like maybe about half a second a lap he's making on Taskinen, but the lap is long, so it will take a while for him to get up to the rear unless Taskinen makes a mistake.
But he's not really far away, and there's always a difference whether the guy behind you is catching and he's miles away, or the guy behind you is catching and you can see him being ever bigger as he makes a mistake and runs off. What is it today?
Oh dear, yeah, that was pushing too hard on the exit, and now he's got dirt all over his tyres, and through this section, this twisty section.
There's Lydon.
Aha! He's back! Just when he thought he was safe, Lydon is back for more.
I hope they don't gonna tie each other in turn 9, but I think he's already lost too much. Well, not lost, I think he might be half deliberate to keep a gap like that. before a corner like this.
Yeah, really difficult to navigate this part of the track close behind another car. The high-speed nature of the Sector 1, yeah, does not promote close front to rear driving. Nose to tail, even front to rear. That's not even a thing. Nose to tail, yeah. So Lydon wasn't able to stick with the back of Schneider's car there, and we know that Schneider's has better pace. I don't know if he'll be a bit phased by the mistake he just made. Perhaps he'll make a few more, but it looks like he's getting away again. But he's going to have to work quite hard to catch Taskinen in second.
Still can't believe INX is still fifth. Well, not still fifth, I mean, is fifth. Because, I don't know, but yesterday I thought that they're going to be a lap ahead of everyone else by this point. They've managed to set a pole position which was 6/10 faster than everyone else.
But I guess one lap pace isn't the same as...
They had great pace, it's just...
Yeah.
Whenever they've come back up, almost in the lead, something's happened. Then the same, something's happened. But Peugeot each year at Le Mans, or was, they decided it's not worth being at Le Mans.
Yeah. Taskinen in second position, I was just looking at him, he's using the horn quite a lot. I don't know if he's just celebrating, bored, or... Oh, he's been bumped up the rear by an AM car, number 72. Which is currently being driven by...
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah.
6A Fondo, one of the Spanish team. No, I actually think 6A means sixth, if I'm not wrong. But then we don't know how to properly what the rest means, so they're just 6A Fondo.
Yeah, it's confusing.
You see a bit of a dent there where he was hit up the back on Taskin's car.
Now it's Schneider's turn to navigate past Rodriguez. Not the best place to have to do it, coming onto the oval section.
Gets on the curb there a bit. Whoa! Come on, guys!
Schneider's once again. Wow, that is so close. I guess, but you have to make sure that you're closer on the oval section, otherwise you'll end up
the thing is, he wasn't
taking a
even
long
that
route.
close. Rodriguez had almost 2 car widths on the bottom line.
Yeah, Rodriguez get the slipstream there and decided not to use it though, because obviously he's multiple laps down.
I think he shouldn't even upset whoever he's getting passed by even more. Because I doubt they're very pleased with what he does at the moment, hitting people up the back, hitting people on the side. It's a real hit with all the drivers here.
Yeah, the car certainly looks like it's been busy. The rear end has a bit of a bite taken out of it. The front is akin to a hammerhead shark, nice and flat.
1980s aerodynamics.
So Schneider's again having to work hard on catching Taskinen, and he probably made a bit up on that last lap. Although no, he probably didn't actually, because obviously he had to navigate his way past another car.
He made half a second. No, 7/10 of a second.
But really, both of them lost a lot of time. But even if he made up a bit, he's still not going to be very satisfied with that.
Genuine Racing lead by 7 seconds. Ixion in second. In third is Terra Mind Factory. They are a further 2 seconds behind, and Virez is fourth, just 1.5 seconds behind. Well, that's Lydon, who we've been looking at a lot this the last hour or so.
Yeah, with these current standings, we go into a quick break.